Alrighty, so in the last video, we created a whole bunch of shots for our cutscene. We've got a whole bunch of really, really awesome ones, and all kinds of parts of the scene. They all turned out really, really nice. I'm sure yours did too. I'm sure yours turned out fantastic. And now in this part, I'm going to be showing you how to create something a little bit more advanced by actually animating your characters. So if you've imported your own characters, or if you're using stuff from an asset pack and you have characters that already have animations on them, or if you're using stuff from Mixamo or something, then what you'll see here is animation actors in your content browser. And so these animations, you know, if we were to open them up, if I was to show you this here, you can see you've got all these different actions, right, that you can use, and you can play these animations inside of your cinematics. And it's actually pretty easy to do if you have these animations. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop back into our shot 4 cinematic here, or sorry, shot 5. This one here with our dolly zoom, and we're going to take our camera here. I'm just going to pin this preview down to the bottom corner of my screen so I can keep an eye on it and see how things are looking. And then I'm going to grab my actor up here, my animation actor. And you can see I've currently got just an idle animation applied to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to track and going to go up to animation, and I can add different animations to start playing. So I'm just going to find a run animation here. And I'll just grab this run forward animation, and as you can see, this is how it looks. You can kind of see that right in there. When I hit play, it just runs for a second. And we can adjust this and make it so that it blends in and out, and we can also lengthen the amount of time that this animation plays for. So see, now this animation will play for a bit longer. So let's make it so that we blend between our running animation and our idle animation. So let's first make sure that we have this playing at a decent time. So let's go to our cinematic viewport for our camera, and let's just play the animation here and see if this is playing at a decent time. Yeah, that'll probably be pretty good. I'll move it forward a little bit and we'll blend it in here, and that'll probably be pretty good. So let's go to this animation track, and let's hit this arrow here to drop this down, and we're going to see one little variable here called weight. And so what we can do with this is we can weigh in this animation. So if we start it at 1, or at 0, sorry, and add a keyframe, it will have no weight and it'll just continue playing the idle animation. Once it has a weight of 1, it'll be in full sprint, and it'll kind of transition into that animation. So we can go, what is this, 20, 10, 10, 20 frames forward, and then we can go up to a weight of 1. And now what we can do is we can actually add in a idle animation. So if we just go track animation idle, just like this, we can add this in here, and we can fade this one out. So what we can do is we can, once again, go to the drop down here and add a weight of 1, since it's going to start out at 1, right? We're going to start out in idle here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to a weight of 0 right here, just like so. And then it'll transition into full sprint, just like that. Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? And now what we are going to do to make this really come together is we're going to animate the character to actually start moving forward towards the camera when this starts to transition. So right here at, what is this? In my case, it's frame 161. What we're going to do is we're going to track the transform, and it looks like we already have a track for transform in here. And so I'm just going to track the location. So I'm just going to add a keyframe there, and then I'm going to go forward, and let's just go to, we'll go forward a ways. Let's go over here, and I'm going to hop out of the camera view actually, so that I can get a better idea of where I'm moving our character to. And I'm gonna once again pin a preview to the bottom here. And let's just grab the character and move it forward. Kind of like so, something like this. And let's just see how this looks here. So let's once again hop into our camera view. That is incredibly slow. That is laughably slow. All right, so we're gonna need to speed this up a little bit. So we'll just bring this over a ways. And that's actually not bad. That wasn't too bad. We could maybe bring this up a little bit more, bring it a little closer. And honestly, I think that looks pretty good. I think that'll do quite nicely. And then what we'll do is we will transition out of our cutscene right in here. All right, well, there we have it. I think that this is going to be pretty good for our final shot. Obviously, you can tweak all this stuff a bit more if you want. And in the next video, we're going to go into putting all this stuff together, all of these different tracks, all these different shots into one master track. And then finally, in the video after that, we're going to finish everything out by adding some sounds, transitions, maybe some particle effects, and some other really cool stuff. And we will have finished creating our cutscene. So I will see you shortly in the next video.